Welcome to the Two Jurors After Work podcast with RJ and Jeremy.
That's awesome.
Never talk about them. They're just not there.
Yeah, well, if they're doing it themselves too, like same.
Well, they're fucking seasoned pros too, man. They do a podcast every day of the week, and I'm sure they have a production team, but I'm just sure that it still happens. it fucking shit can be cursed.
Yeah, no doubt.
It doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah, you just can't let it get you down. Like, don't be discouraged by that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, just keep going anyways.
I remember the feeling of losing something, and it's just a fucking hour-long conversation between us, but it does feel like you lost something.
Yeah, there's a little defeat there because you're just like, man, like, come on.
But if you just keep going,
Yeah, absolutely.
it's a good metaphor for life, podcasting.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, anything, you just have to keep doing it. Whatever it is anymore, you just have to keep doing it. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. If you want to do something, you do it long enough, someone will notice. Like, I mean, unless you're an artist who died and all his paintings didn't get found until later, but even then, somebody found it. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just because dude did it for, most of them their entire lives. Like, I feel like maybe people are just aimless right now. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause, like, what do they tell you growing up? Go to school, get good grades, then go to college and get good grades, then get a job, right? But they don't tell you how to get that job. They don't tell you how to, they don't tell you how to do a lot of these in between things. And then when you do get there and you realize, hey, now I got to work every day doing the same shit, it's hard sometimes to keep, like, because then you just spent all those years trying to find this one thing. You know what I mean? And I mean, some people obviously they have hobbies and shit that they do on the side, but, like, imagine if you spent all that time just doing that one thing and into perpetuity, then somebody would eventually notice, right?
Eventually.
Yeah, but you just have to keep doing it.
Yeah, you just gotta keep going.
Yeah, well, took me 10 years to become a good server, waiter, whatever. There's a lot of in-between time where you're like, man, because, like, mastering of something it takes a long time. Because obviously we forgot to press record before or whatever,
I know, I'm wondering if it's recording right now.
Do you want to go look?
Mm-hmm.
Master waiter. Whoa.
Yes.
It's good. See, that's digital paranoia now. Yeah, that's what's going on here. We're like, is it working? Who do you work for, computer? AI is going to make us all like, no, we don't want to right now. Your phone just stops.
See that thing right there?
Yep. I think they could see it. The line?
Yeah, every day at, I don't know what time, 12 o'clock? Or maybe it's later in the afternoon, or maybe it's several times a day. It growls. And I don't know if the sound is coming out of that statue exactly.
Like at the school?
Mm-hmm. But it's pumped out through a...
There's a speaker somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So if you live in Mont Alto, or if you're in the surrounding area, you'll just hear this loud recording of a mountain lion.
Maybe it's like for lunchtime or something, like, you know what I mean? Each one of them, it's like, it's 12 o'clock. It lets the students know.
It's strange.
Yeah, well, lions, like, roar is weird. Like a mountain lion's is definitely not like a lion.
No, it's like a scream.
Yeah, it's weird. it's a weird sound.
Yeah.
Well, they're closing that joint down, man.
Yeah, they are.
How much that sucks. I got married there. I mean, it didn't last, but hey, whatever.
Oh, it's beautiful up there, dude.
But it was really nice. I'll say that. It's a nice place.
I grew up not too far down the road from there. It's right at the base of the mountains. It's at the base of South Mountain. Um, yeah, it's a pretty magical place, right there in Mount Alta.
Mount Alta. But what are they gonna do with the buildings? Is what I want to know. Cause like that place is enormous.
It's historic too. For some reason,
Well, isn't it like?
they do forestry shit
Yeah,
there,
that's
so
what
I'm
I'm
sure
saying.
they'll continue to do some type of forestry shit. Because it's always been forestry shit for
But who will own it then? Like if they close it down, they still own it. I guess
Pennsylvania.
the state. That's weird, man. Like think about all the weird state buildings that are probably just shut down somewhere. They just like.
Dude, I was traipsing around up there the other day looking for morel mushrooms, and I didn't know it was getting there. They were talking about closing it down, but yeah, it's weird. It didn't seem like a whole lot was going on, and I can imagine it being dead because for part of the year it is dead. It's always dead because it's a fucking college.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and school's over for them.
Strange. That will be strange. I don't know how much life it brought to.
Probably a lot. Like think about all those little businesses that are there. Like Twin Kiss. Shout out to Twin Kiss. Good stuff there. But like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Now I will say that most of their business is probably during the warmer, so like maybe college students don't really affect them so much.
yeah, because college students get out of town in the summertime, and that's when
Yeah.
Twin Kiss would open. Twin Kiss is under new management, I heard, and it's good because the old management ran it into the ground.
Well, that's good. It's good. It's
Yeah,
nice to
because
hear.
that's a little icon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, icon, like you said.
I could walk there from my house. There's a white deer. There's a ghost deer.
Yeah.
You can buy some corn and feed the ghost deer at Twin Kiss.
In Mount Alto, Pennsylvania. Go there.
Frank's Pizza. There's a bank. I mean,
Maybe those couple things won't be, but like they're gonna feel it though, right? Like those places, maybe not the bank so much as like the little gas station. I don't know what gas station that is, or Rudders or something.
yeah, I feel like Rudders will be okay. I feel like Mount Alta will be okay without the college kids. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's not a huge campus.
They probably didn't party in there anyway. You know what I mean? Like they probably went to a bigger town. Like they probably drove to Chambersburg from there, right? Like how far is that? There's probably because there's no bars in Mount Alto, right?
No, there's a couple in Quincy. There was Chaparral, and there used to be a place called Crackers.
Crackers.
There's a place up on the mountain, the South Mountain Bar. South Mountain Hotel has a bar. And yeah, you would just go in the woods and get a keg
Just go in the woods and get a keg.
up there because I've been to them.
Okay, yeah. Well, forestry. That's part of forestry, isn't it?
Drinking in the woods.
I'd say. Like,
Man,
shit.
I had a lot of psychedelic experiences up in them woods. Lots. It must be like some old ancient Indian burial ground or something.
Could be.
I feel like it's some type of sacred spot up there. Yeah, even stone cold sober up there, because the last few times I've been, I'm talking about this one spot in particular called the Narrows, and it's just like this path you walk up to these huge limestone boulders, and I've seen it on old maps. Anyways, there's a reason why I think it's Indian involved. I can't remember why. But it's pretty amazing, dude. We should hike up there sometime. It's a pretty good hike, but it's worth it.
Right on. Okay, well maybe we plan it for the fall time when it's not gonna be ungodly hot,
Yeah.
because it's about to get that way soon. I think.
Mm.
Like the actual heat is on its way today.
But there's this spot up there where how the rocks are and how the water flows down through the rocks. It makes it like 15 degrees cooler than the surrounding area. So I feel like old people back in the day would go there to cool off. It's amazing. It's like a little cooler in
No, I think
nature.
you. I mean, you're on to something for sure. There's definitely like native lands here, right? Had to be.
Yeah, man, and they like rocks, caves, springs.
Well, I mean, it's all stuff that you need, right? Or you would use, you know?
Yeah, this is a huge outcrop of limestone on top of a peak. So it would, I imagine, be like a lookout. Oh, bro, did I tell you this? At the bottom of those woods, um, there's it's a tree, and it grows up like a foot out of the ground, and then it just makes a hard right and grows 10 feet perpendicular with the ground,
Mhm.
parallel with the ground, and then shoots up like 20 feet. It's called a direction tree. And people back in the day, natives, Indians,
Yeah.
ancient people, this would be like before phones and before maps, uh, probably before written word. Um, yeah, to let other people know, other travelers know, there's a spring, fresh water this way, or safe place to sleep, or
Dude, that's the shit.
yeah, man. And what's cool about this one is that it's hidden. Like if you look out across the landscape, I guess at a certain time of the year, the shit around it is grown up.
Mhm.
So you can't tell that there's a tree growing horizontally. You can only see the shoot. It's not till you get up close to it that you see its the fucking trunk is way over here,
Yeah.
or where it starts is way over here, and that it's the tree's actually growing right there.
So somebody had to do that, right? Like
Mhm.
that's man-made situation, which is, dude, see, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it points to a spring. That's where we would get water, fill jugs of water.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's crazy though, cause like now, what do we got? We can just look on our phone and be right where you are. Does that make us useless? Like if the phone is gone, I don't have a direction tree situation. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, no awareness of it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't know what the fuck that means. I would just think, oh, there's a weird tree. You know?
If everything was gone, if all technology and modernization was gone today,
Yes.
could you find food and water tomorrow?
That's what I mean. Like back in the day, they had that shit figured out. They went with the land.
I seen a groundhog yesterday. It's probably. I know where to get water just because I've grown up around here,
Mm-hmm.
but them places will be crowded, boy.
Hell yeah.
Them places get real popular. All of a sudden, the Thompson pump be running dry.
Yep. Yeah, it's weird to think without the technology and then the ancient technology, dude. Like you know what I mean? They knew how to get the job done.
Yeah, these are all just comforts around us. Strange.
Illusions. It's all a trick, man.
Yeah, because it's about fucking food.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. They've tricked us into thinking we have so much food that it's, you know what I mean? But, like, all the food is garbage. Everything's polluted. I hate to have to say that, but, like, when people tell me I'm on such and such diet, I'm like, okay, well, that's good. I mean, if you're trying to lose weight or something like that, but, like, if you're trying to avoid toxins and all type of ill shit in your food, it is not going to happen. It's on everything. Everything.
No, you have to grow probably your own food in a very controlled environment. Um, but man, this might get right off subject, but I remember in this same fucking industry 10 years ago, 15 years ago, hothouse tomatoes that were just grown indoors and they didn't have any flavor. I feel like damn, I don't remember what I was going to say, dude. Too many thoughts at once bombarding my head.
Yeah, well, hothouse tomatoes, anyways, like you said, the environment of it, like you have to, like you said, you were probably talking about the controlled environment thing, because, like, you know, that's a weird thing to think of, because if you sanitized or sterilized the dirt, I guess, even, because, like, if you grow your own stuff in a garden outside here, there's still going to be plastic in it. Like, the earth is littered with microplastics. We can't see them. Like, we can't see what is. You'll never be able to see the toxins that are getting you. You know what I mean? You're going to think, oh, look at this tomato. I didn't spray anything on it. Doesn't matter. It still grew in dirt from the earth.
At my old place, in my backyard, I've always felt like it was in a very industrial area of Waynesboro. I could just imagine shit being dumped in that yard for years and years and years. Yeah, I didn't grow anything except for raspberries there.
Right? But people think,
Shit was always coming up out of the ground, dude. Like old rusty parts and all kinds of shit.
yeah, see, we just threw shit wherever we wanted.
Well, you are what you eat. And everything eventually is going to get eaten. Like you'll return to the earth and then something will eat you. You will be food for something else. Everything will be food for something else eventually. Until the cycle, yeah, and even when the cycle starts over.
Yeah, so everything's got plastic in it. George Carlin, the earth plus plastic. Like, that is what is happening here. You see in the garbage patch, I mean, I don't want to be that guy being like, oh, it's a great garbage patch, blah, blah. But there is one, and all that plastic dissolves and, like, goes into the bottom of the water, and then stuff eats it, and then something eats that, like you said, and something eats that. Next thing you know, we're having salmon or whatever we're having that's got plastic in it.
Yeah, man, I feel like that should happen. That shit's happened in my lifetime.
Yeah, it has. And that's bizarre. Well, like, it started in our parents' lifetime and a little before that, right? Because, like, plastic started to become popular in, like, the 1940s, late 40s, like, right after the war. And then the 50s, it was like, man, everything's plastic. Like, everything. They're like, you want a plastic house? Like, your whole house can be plastic.
Going until after the war. Whole plastic house.
That is crazy. They're like, you can just hose it down.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
and you coulda.
Yeah, the amount of plastic is just.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's astronomical. Like, it's one of those things where we're like, oh, okay. Like, they just gave up. They're just like, nah, it's over. Plastic wins.
Plastic wins.
Yeah.
Right. We should have to recycle our own plastic or at least shred it or something.
I think it's a lie. I don't think you can. Like, I think once they make that stuff, because, like, it's chemical. It's not natural at all, right? They take petroleum, mix it up, and separate the atoms. You know, next thing you know, or the molecules, you
the
know.
most I feel like you can do is shred it up, fucking melt it back down, dude.
Yeah, but if you melt it, is that changing the chemical structure of it?
Probably. Like, whenever you're getting something recycled, the integrity of it feels less than the original, right? So something molecularly, on a molecular level, is happening. It's probably worse for you. But
Yeah.
at least you're getting 2 uses out of something that would have been one-time use, right?
You're right.
So theoretically, that cuts it by 50%, at least.
We should just ban plastic.
Oh, yeah. People
Like-
should make a choice to not use plastic. I've thought about,
It's so hard though.
Like-
So, like, what do you put in your lunch? In taking your little, you know, those little meal prep things and plastic
box.
forks, plastic spoons. You know what I mean? Like, imagine having to take silverware with you everywhere you go.
I feel like that's not too bad. I what I don't what I imagine is like buying dried goods, like trying to avoid like cereal comes in a box, but inside the box it's a plastic bag. So trying to avoid shit like that. So taking your own glass containers or canvas bags to a store, filling it with some dried good, and then transporting it home, putting it in a fucking glass jar to store it. It seems like an insane amount of work, but only because our society is not built like that. It's
Yes.
built for convenience.
Yes.
Like people in Sweden might be easy for them because that's just what they fucking know how to do.
Also, that produces less overweight people because you have to actually go get the shit, you know? Like, and you're not buying, you don't, like, okay, you're not going to fill a cart with that. Like, you're just going to go to one store probably and get that. And then you'll go to the next store and get the meat, you know what I mean? Like, or whatever. It would be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
the convenience of just boom, boom, boom. You know what I
could
mean?
buy from places like the butcher shop, and you can freeze. Yeah, you have to use if you drive to work, that's a lot of fucking plastic being used. However, if you buy a car, hopefully that you're using that plastic for as long as you possibly can.
Well, let's see what I mean. You're almost trapped into getting it. Like, you could try to eliminate it as much as possible out of your life, but, like, plastic's in almost everything. Like, shit, how am I going to use my credit card?
Well, only use your phone.
Okay, fair enough.
There's probably a small amount of plastic in the phone.
Definitely plastic on the case.
Or yeah, just go back to using cash.
It's probably plastic in money.
You can't go hardcore nitpicky. You're gonna have to have a little bit of plastic. Like, you can't watch TV because half that bitch, it's all plastic.
You can't be nitpicky. Yeah.
I feel like when I cut sugar, when I stopped drinking when I started drinking sugar-free Red Bull, I started thinking about, man, cutting sugar out of my diet. Then I was like, fuck that, dude. I like cookies. I like sweet shit. I can cut a few things out, but I'm not going hog wild. Same with the plastic. But what if every single-use plastics? That I feel like that's the issue that should be fucking. But yeah, I'm like, fuck it.
How many million plastic forks do you think have been made in history?
I don't
Like-
know. Just in this place, fucking billions.
Yeah, so, like, how many
straws?
straws? How many straws in plastic silverware is there per human? Like, how many sets do you think you've used in a lifetime?
A human's worth?
Like, 1,000?
I don't know, man. Enough to fucking stretch pretty high into the sky. Straws aren't a necessity.
No, they aren't. You can drink it like this.
I just drink from a small hole in the lid.
Yeah, that's right. They used to always spill on you back in the day. Those things sucked ass.
They did. They must have gotten better.
When they made the dome lid now, like, they have that thing where, like, it pops the top open this way and you put it back with the little tab. Okay, in the old days, it used to be flat, and you just had this little perforated thing. And it did have a little circle where you could pin it back to. But, like, man,
It was a fucking soda lid disguised as a fucking with a fucking afterthought of a coffee
yes.
drinker. Like little perforated tab, push it back. But it could also work for soda, and it worked for soda better. I
Fair.
don't want to see my coffee through my lid as I'm drinking it.
Well, the ones now, they're much better, except for if it's really hot, you just dump straight onto your tongue.
Yeah, the ones today are better, but the temp ate.
Yeah, you gotta wait. Take the lid off for a minute and then put it back on, because otherwise it's like a perfect little stream of lava. Tss.
You have a little rectangle shaped burn on your tongue.
Fuck yes, dude. There's nothing worse than that either. You can't taste it all day.
Man, they designed that fucking modern coffee cup lid to fucking go right in your mouth like a fucking geometric titty.
I
Like a
get
geometric nipple.
I never thought of it like that, but yes, you are.
Like that one Gatorade bottle that you have to put your whole lips around. That one. It don't feel right. It feels like you're kissing it. But also it feels like an alright way to drink it. Like a really easy way to drink it.
Dude, think about the guy who designed that shit. It's like, this will be perfect for you, for your mouth. It's perfect.
Probably some athlete.
I don't think so. It's probably some dude you've never heard of ever. Like, he probably just sits back like, I've designed 50 products in my life that you'll never know. Like, look at that Gatorade. That's me.
But if you're being active and you just grab your shit, maybe it's easier if it's
Yeah, we're not working out while we drink it.
mouth shaped.
It's just ready to go.
Or maybe when you take a break from the workout. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. There's
Yeah.
no reason for it.
Yeah, I'm not the Gatorade's target market.
A hole is just a hole. The regular size Gatorade hole is fine. I don't need all these extra nozzles.
Yeah, no, well, that's probably so they can charge you an extra $4 for it. It's in a fancy bottle.
That's what I think, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, products are fucked. Like,
Nozzles.
the way we see it, like, we'll think it could be two very similar items, and the packaging is going to draw you to one or the other.
Some people like the with water. There's that squirt nozzle that just makes it come out in a small stream. Some people like that. I guess people like to drink differently.
I don't know. I've heard people say it tastes different when you drink from a straw or you drink it from the cup. I'm like, maybe it does in some way, like it's hitting your tongue in a different place.
I don't know what it is, but I do believe like things taste different from different vessels. They sell special wine glasses for wine that's supposed to fucking do something. But coffee or milk, that's another one. Like, I don't want to drink milk out of a mug. I
Okay.
feel like I want to drink milk cold, and if I put it in a mug, I feel like it sucks the coldness right out of it.
It's all about preference. Well, beer's the same shit, like different cups for different beers. You know, like if you're drinking Pilsners or whatever, you have like a pint glass will work or whatever. Or Pilsner glass is like a tall, almost looks like a vase. You know, or like I don't know, some of them they put in snifters and stuff. Just depends on how strong it is too, and shit like that. Liquor, I guess, obviously you drink all that from all different cups.
Yeah. It's strange.
I mean, a wino would drink it straight from the bottle, though. You know what I mean? Don't give a fuck. So it's definitely got to be preference, right? Like those people, it's the experience. Is that what it is? It adds to your pleasure. That's what Parker says.
I feel like bottles are designed to be drank from. But also to store shit. It's a pretty bottles and jugs, pretty good design.
Yeah, well, you know, yeah. Got to have something to bring your stuff in. Think about dudes in the old days. They're just taking out some animals' insides. They're like, this will work. Turn it into a Boda bag. Put some wine in there.
Yeah, I can imagine what that tastes like too. For some reason, it probably tastes real different.
Drinking from a sheep's stomach. So, yeah, I guess bottles and jugs are better than that. Well, also if you're not moving around, okay, so that dude had to go places. You know, if he was like a hunter gatherer, that guy had places to go. If you're in Egypt, you can make jars and shit because you ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, man. And you could preserve shit in Egypt. I feel like maybe a little easier.
You know, very much so. They preserve people
Yeah, for thousands of years.
and stuff in jars, canopic jars. Like, let's just put this part over here and that part over there.
What? What's in those jars?
The organs.
Uh,
Yeah, and then sometimes they would put like their pet cats in there, you know, and sometimes if they mummified the cat and like gave it its own sarcophagus, like I don't know, I'm talking out of my ass maybe a little bit, but like
I feel like that's yeah.
I'm pretty sure the cat had its own canopic jars too.
Dang.
You know what I mean? Like depending on how rich the dude is or lady.
When did that stop, or is it still happening?
I don't think they do it like that anymore.
But do they do a version of it?
Man, I don't know. You'd have to believe there's probably some like holdouts.
Like, give me the full Egyptian treatment.
Well, like,
Sarcophagus and all.
well, like Egyptian Amish almost like, you know, they're just like, nah, no electricity,
Old
whatever.
school,
Yeah, like old school Egyptians. They're
old
just
school
like
gyps.
Ra, Ra's the sun god still. You know, like I think most of Egypt is probably Muslim now, right? So
Ain't no one following the old ways.
yeah, so think
Even though they're surrounded by it.
so maybe you know there might be some holdouts still, just like bury them in the tombs. Because like you'd have to dig a tomb then, I guess.
You gotta do a lot of shit. Start carving hieroglyphics.
Takes a long time. Yeah, you're painting cave walls.
Harvest some papyrus. All kinds of shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that would be insane.
That would be insane. But I was thinking, like, when were they? Was there a point where they're like, okay, enough of that crazy shit?
It's probably whenever the Crusades happened,
Oh yeah, okay.
You know what
that
I'm
makes
saying?
Sense.
or maybe sometime before they had to have gotten conquered in some type of way. Like there had to be some major upheaval in the world.
Shit was crazy. I guess the Crusades were kind of necessary.
Well, it spread religion, and it was like Islam and Christianity, because I think like Islam wasn't invented until the 700s, right? So Christianity had been a thing for like 700 years by then, or a little more, and then Judaism was before that. So like there's these way older religions, and then Christians though they had the numbers, you know, like they had the numbers to be able to be like, well, if you want to try to say something's different with our religion, you're wrong, and like they were trying to take back Holy Lands, you know, because like Islam was like taking over Jerusalem and all these places. Like it's crazy.
Right, and that was monotheistic. But yeah, there were these other shit. There were these other religions that were persisting too, like myth religions or multi-god religions.
Yep. Paganism, shit like that. There's always holdouts, man.
Well, the Romans and the Greeks believed in some just wild shit.
Yes, they did. Religion, polytheism. Is that what it is?
Do you think there's some holdouts praying to Zeus?
Man, I bet in secret circles. It's one of those like secret society shit. They're like Zeus is all hail, you know, shit like that. So it has to be underground, and it's probably only super like rich people, you know. Think?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Well, I mean, oldish like Rosicrucians or whatever that is. It's like some
Rosicrucians.
yeah, that's like some old pre like I don't know during Illuminati time type stuff like Rosicrucians and Illuminatis and same shit. I don't know, man, but there's definitely I'm sure like there's probably somebody right now, you know, Zeus or Athena or whatever, talking about how they're up there messing around and stuff because those people would tell stories of like the gods playing tricks on people and all types of weird, you know, half human, half animal hybrids.
Involved shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what were they doing? Drugs?
Maybe a little bit, but like if you were just left to your own devices,
To figure out how shit came to be.
yeah. And okay, let's say you're the king too. Like let's say you're the emperor or whatever. And you are a lazy emperor. Like you're just like, I don't want to read. I'll have somebody read it to me. You know what I mean? Like I'm the king. I don't need to learn how to do anything. I'll just have all these people around me
Okay. I see
doing
where
it
you're
for me.
going.
So then he's like, where does God come from? So then
I will tell you, Saya.
there you go. See? So then dude's like, and he's
I
like,
really want to impress him.
and then he'll be like, yes, I like that. Or he'll be like, no, that couldn't have happened or whatever. So like over time, the mythology just grows, you know, and different people latch onto it. And then you,
And the kings loved it.
well, it's like fan fiction almost, like fan fictions that people write. You know, like if you buy into it enough, especially with a religion, I mean, you know, like it started out two guys, you know, just like, well, how did the stars and moon and the sun get there? And such, you know.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, but like somebody had to put something to it. And also what's crazy is there had to be some ancient knowledge to it because it involved the stars. Like the constellations, like there had to be some science mixed into it. You know, so I don't know, maybe it couldn't have been just two guys. Like the king, you know, the king's yes man.
The king and his yes man.
Yeah, well, that's what
Started it all.
you know, well, like or some whoever's in charge cuz I mean in the day shit was brutal, right?
Listen to this story. It's fucking awesome. My jester told it to me. Or whoever.
Yeah.
Check it out. Tell your friends.
I mean, pretty much that's what happened. Well, also it gives you more power that way too, because if you can say there's a god backing you, like the Pharaoh was a god, like the Pharaoh was a god on earth.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
That's right.
it's like the Pope is like whatever he holds true on earth, God will hold true in heaven. That's what that movie we're gonna go see, Dogma.
Yeah, that's messed up, dude. That's messed up to me.
Yeah.
Because they just picked the dude. Some other dudes picked the dude. Now what that dude says on earth, it's going to be in heaven? How? Those dudes picked him.
Well, God said it to the first Pope, or something like that. Like God chose the first Pope. Is that like I don't know?
I don't know, with the Catholic Church.
Well, it's the same shit, ain't it? Like we need power, and like, you know, yeah, you need power. Period. So
That dude just went from being a schmuck to being the most powerful dude in the one of
Yeah.
the most powerful people in the world.
yes, top 5.
Instant power. He fucking came in his pants, dude.
Think so?
My God.
I think I'd be freaking out. Like I'd be like, nah, you guys don't want me. I mean, but maybe the type of guy that well, maybe because you don't get to decide, right? Like you do, like you're not like I'll volunteer. People have to pick you, right? So maybe it's like that lottery short story where they're like, you won, you know, but at the end of the day, they just stone the person to death.
You don't get to pick. There's one dude I think that didn't want to be picked, and he fucking something happened to him. He killed himself, or I don't. I listened to the podcast about it, but I keep falling asleep, so I don't really know what happened.
Well, I mean, you're in there forever.
Yeah, and your conscience better be clean, bro. Rolling into that shit.
Okay, hold on, I lied. Benedict, Pope Benedict, he resigned. I think. Well, he was the dude. They were like putting scandals on him for moving priests
Okay,
around.
maybe that's what happened. Or I don't know.
Yeah, that wasn't that long ago. He was like before Francis.
I don't know, but I don't like it.
Well, it's definitely holdout. It's definitely a holdout from the old world. Like we are becoming one world. You know what I mean? The old days, the world had regions, and everything's gonna just be all one eventually. Which, I mean, I don't know that I like that idea, but it's gonna come up. Like we're all gonna be the same race one day because we all get it on. We all, you know what I mean? Like if you put two people, don't matter what they look like, eventually something is going down. So eventually all people are gonna look the same. I mean, it'll take time, obviously.
Man, is that the goal though?
Oh man, that's freaky. Maybe that's
Is
how you
that
get
the
it.
end game?
Maybe that's how you get gray aliens. You know, just like big almond eyes, and they're all gray and no genders and
Because it's weird to think that whenever it fucking just first starts and it's just pockets of civilization restarting up and they have to develop their own language. But then eventually we're at the part where at least there's a way. No, now there's a way to communicate with people who you don't speak the same language. So we're that far in the game.
maybe that's the language of the future.
That's fucking so far, dude.
AI, digital language is of the future. Because then you could just say whatever you want. You could just, man, that's freaky.
We have come really far as it's very difficult to go from like first like learning how to talk, I guess, from grunting,
Yep.
but then making a language and then thousands of languages on earth before written word. So man, it just was we've come a long way. Pat yourself on the back, humans.
Yeah, the
Pretty
smart
fucking
ones, not me.
Collectively, as a fucking, you're still part of this fucking thing that everything has to fucking work for Google Translate to exist.
That's fair. You're right.
Somebody has to fucking bring someone the coffee on their lunch break.
Yeah, you need to bring the dude that invented the phone his coffee. Okay, like imagine being that guy. It's like I brought him his coffee. Hell yeah, part of the phone.
I served the vice president of Volvo a steak.
Did you?
Yeah.
The vice president of Volvo.
Every Thursday night
Oh no shit.
for years. No, I don't know, but he was a regular at my old restaurant. See? He needed me.
Yeah.
The president of Volvo needed me. It's a weird way to look at it.
You're not wrong though, okay? It makes me feel better. Like honestly, that's inspirational. The president of Volvo needed me, and like, you're not wrong. You brought that man his steak.
I was
in a
there
d-
for him. And the president of Volvo needed me. I was there.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, like yes, that's the way you should look at it though. Like yeah. You know, I'm a
Right.
pessimist, I guess. You're like
Oh, it's so easy to be pessimist, but it's so easy also to flip the fucking script and see things in a better light.
well, that's part of the human thing, right? Like we can always be doing worse. I mean, unless I guess you're infirmed, and then you could probably be doing a little better. But there's probably some infirmed guy in there who can't move or talk or blink his eyes or some shit, you know, and you're like, oh, look at that guy.
Yeah.
My friend Lucky.
Yeah, we have some things to be thankful for. Oh, look, I'm also recording on my watch.
Oh, sweet.
So I guess if the video fails, I will have 28 minutes of audio on my watch.
Word. How much space? How much like hard drive does that thing have? How much memory?
I'm not sure. I do not know. But there's not very. I don't have a lot of things on it.
Dude, those watches are crazy to me too.
It's cool because look, I can see the weather right on the shit, which is a
Yeah. Imagine if
Important
you
for
had
me right
imagine
now.
if you had that thing 200 years ago when you're trying to find your way across the ocean. Like a smart watch would be nice then. Be like, we know what the weather's gonna be. We know what direction we're going in. Of course, those dudes probably had analog versions of that, right? Antikythera mechanism.
yeah.
It would probably tell you what the weather's gonna be. Those dudes were just smarter.
This shit's telling me which way the wind is blowing outside.
Yeah, that would be also helpful if you were sailing a ship.
I got it on ship mode.
I don't know why that's where my mind goes when I
Set
think of
the ship
history
mode.
too, is just dudes on ships, because that seems like the most craziest way to travel in history, aside from being in a rocket ship.
Thanks, dudes in ships,
Yeah, I don't.
because I don't want to have to live in a time. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck a ship in any capacity. I see these fools on YouTube sailing. No thanks. Nothing is good about that, dude.
No, you're putting yourself at the at the whim of the ocean. Like that's it. It could decide to swallow you up anytime. Rogue waves. People didn't used to think that shit was real, but like just 100-foot wave out of nowhere.
Fucking krakens
Krakens.
coming up from the deep, dude. Anything. All kinds of shit.
Yes.
It is sometimes cool to watch. But, and maybe if you're an adventurer, and that's probably pretty cool to like hop on a boat and just fucking go from one spot to another. But
The middle part seems terrifying, though. You know, like the getting there part. Because, like, a blue whale. Have you ever seen one? I've never seen one. They say it's the size of, like, a
don't-
school bus.
my gosh, dude, that's all it takes.
Just one.
A little whale going to your boat.
Hell yeah. And you're done.
So many shipwreck stories start off that way. I think it was a whale.
Yeah, man. And that could seem like a monster easily. Like, imagine if
Fuck
you.
it. For all intents and purposes, it is, especially if it's nighttime and you end up in a Zodiac raft. Or, fucking worse yet, not even just clinging onto something for dear life.
Yeah, like
It-
some wreckage. In the middle of the open ocean. Yeah, that seems. Yeah, why would you even do that?
No thanks. And even if you have a life jacket, then you're just like legs dangling in the ocean.
Yeah, sharks will get you. Straight up,
Yeah, dude,
sharks will
I
get
know.
you. Like that's it. What's that? USS Indianapolis? Man, that dude. It's on Jaws. Jaws. The dude is in there at the end. He's like, when you get for 10,000, you get the fin, the tail, the whole damn thing, or whatever he says. But before he says that, he's like telling a story about the Indianapolis, and it's a real true story from World War II. And these dudes, their ship got sank. Like 700 guys got ate by sharks.
Oh, yeah, I have heard that.
Bro, so
Picking 'em
brutal.
off.
Yeah.
Sharks picking them off.
Well, that's
and the
what.
blood attracting other sharks.
Yeah, it's just a buffet for you, like free food.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
Yeah, and that
I'm
thing's
good.
way, like those things are way bigger than land animals too.
I read this book called Adrift, and it's a survivor's account of being stranded adrift for, I don't know, 100 and some days. From going from, I don't even know where, the coast of somewhere to somewhere else. And a whale hits him, and he does get in his raft. And then just fucking waits her out, boy.
That's a very long time.
Solar stills. He had solar stills that collected rain. Oh, dude, it just. He kept a diary. of the shit. Gosh, dang, man.
Maybe that's the only thing to keep yourself occupied. At least he had that, I guess. Where are you getting paper and pencil out there?
Is water? It was in the survival kit.
Oh, okay. They're thinking of you. Like,
Waterproof
just in case.
pencil, paper. Dang. Well, you have to like maybe if you're still like active sailoring, you're like wind 14 knots.
Okay.
Fucking writing headings. I don't know.
You
what
need
the
a
fuck
logbook. Okay, I see what you're saying. I wasn't
Also,
thinking of that.
keep your sanity. I think that helps. The logbook helps with the keeping your sanity. I'm intrigued by sailing, but it's not for me.
Yeah, no. There's certain things you just shouldn't do. You know what I mean? People going wingsuiting. Like, that seems like it would be fun as shit to fly through the sky. But also, you're not really flying. You're falling.
It's very controlled, controlled falling, and controlled like split-second decisions and micro movement and adjustments, and a pretty. I would hope these people have or I would think they have a pretty good understanding of aerodynamics. Ugh.
Yeah, but a lot of them die. Like, that's what's crazy. It's a large percentage of them, like, eventually
Well,
just
that's-
eat it.
Right. That's fucking yep.
I mean, I'm sure sailing's the same deal. Because, like, it's the same kind of shit. You're making split-second decisions out there. You know, you never know.
I'm trying to avoid high risk activities like that. The
Yeah.
thrill, I get seasick. I don't know if I would ever not get seasick.
Yeah, I guess you have to be a special individual to want to be a sailor for, like, your career. Not just taking a trip across the river. Like, I'll take a ferry. That's not, we're not going on a cruise ship.
I ain't never got seasick on the river, ever. I don't think I ever did get seasick on the river.
It's a different type of deal.
I'm sure you could if you're anchored up and you're just posted up. But there's not that undulation.
Yeah,
River doesn't
Rivers
undulate.
flow. Oceans go like that. They're up and down.
Ugh, just thinking about it, dude, it makes me fucking nauseous.
Yeah, that's weird to think about too. You wouldn't think of that because, like, you think if you get seasick, you'd be sick on any body of water, but you don't. Is a lake the same thing? Because lakes don't do that either, do they? I mean, there's little waves, but it's not like the ocean. The ocean is a straight crazy place, and for you to just take your little, because those boats were not that big. I mean, they were big comparative to us, but I mean,
Yeah, but
an
oceans
aircraft
are crazy.
carrier.
You're at the very top of a whole world underneath that you can't see. You're just like skimming the top of a whole universe. There's a whole universe happening underneath you that you're, for the most part, blind to. You got sonar and shit.
It's crazy. Well, thanks to them, we got here, I guess. Glad to be born in America, sir.
Yeah, man, me too. I'm thankful for that.
We knock on wood. I mean, I'm sure there are pockets of the world that are better just because they don't have the politics and the shit that we do. Like little countries, little European countries somewhere that don't have any war with their neighbors and, shit like that, like Switzerland or somewhere. It's probably super nice to live there. They're not messing with anybody. Imagine the mood. Imagine the mood in a place like that. It has to be so much different than here because here everybody's just ready to shoot each other. You know what I mean? Like, we're all just like, I'll shoot you. Like, that's it.
Yeah, man, it must be a pretty sweet vibe, dude.
Like, people aren't worrying about shit that we worry about. Their worries are different. They're worried about mom getting sick or something. Like, we're worrying about school shootings and who we're bombing next. Is Iran going to do this or that? They don't care about Iran. Like, none of that stuff's coming to their doorstep. They're just living up North Europe, hanging out, probably skiing, hanging out. Eating good food because it's not all fucked up.
Playing folk music. I known some Norwegians
Were they chill?
as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
They're the
see?
chillest fuckers. making crepes.
I will say Norway does have death metal bands that are wild.
I know. I feel like that's like them being ironic.
Because most Norwegians are not like that.
No, they're just like that's just a form of rebellion.
Death
Your
metal.
whole country is. It's like when I see Chinese skaters or like counterculture Chinese.
Japanese people dressing like they're Latinos. You ever seen that? Like they have a whole like they're getting tatted up. They got like with Latino stuff, but like they're pure Japanese.
That's weird. That would be like Mexicans dressing up like Japanese.
Could you imagine like Mexican dudes in kimonos, like like tea ceremonies?
I can trying to imagine a Mexican dude doing a Japanese, tea ceremony.
Because they still do that there. It's not like, I mean, I don't know, or they just give each other fruit, square watermelons.
I don't think that's a thing.
What?
I don't think that there are Mexican people in Mexico like,
Giving a shit about other places?
or no, maybe Japan in particular. It's weird, right, to think. But Americans and other cultures certainly appropriate the.
Oh, hell yeah, we do.
It's weird, bro.
Yeah. That is weird. Well, maybe it's because we don't know who we are. Is that like there's some identity crisis? Like if you go to Mexico, for example, they have like legit culture there that's been around for centuries, 1,000 years.
Man, Japan too, but that's like it's rebelling against custom. I can understand that, but it's not happening in Mexico.
No. Well, maybe they ain't got time for that shit. Like Japan's got time to fuck around. They got Hello Kitties and all kind of crazy shit. They're,
Yeah, man.
vending machines for everything. Everything. You want some funky draws? Is a vending machine for that.
Dude, and they're bored enough to like dress like a Mexican.
That's what I mean.
Bro.
And I don't mean like serapes and like, stuff like that.
That's mad disrespect.
Yeah, I mean, like they're not.
Sombreros.
Yeah, no, not that. I mean like
Old school.
like they're like doing like cholo stuff. Like
Yeah, like fucking khakis and wife beaters and.
yes, like Cali Mexican kind of stuff like that, which is it's weird.
Yeah, that's a style. Yeah, that is weird, dude.
Just seems like the wrong place for it. Like I could see some white kid in the Midwest, like that makes sense to me. But like, you're in Japan, you're so far away. Like, where did you see that at? You just watching TV, or one guy went to L.A. and was like, "Oh shit, I got in the wrong neighborhood." There was all these dudes and they were dressed awesome.
Like I got brown hair and brown eyes too. I could pull off that look with some sunglasses.
Like that's weird.
It is weird.
But we appropriate shit here all the time, and it's not weird. I mean, it can be.
Who's not doing that?
Well, we
Aside
know
from Mexico.
Mexico's not doing it. Most South American countries aren't doing it. I don't think. I mean, except for where those Confederates went. I forget what country they went to.
Argentina.
Yeah, that's a weird. Like every year, they're like celebrate the South.
What about European cultures? I feel like they're pretty in touch with who they are. They're not trying to be someone else, but I don't know.
I think Italy's holding it down. Good. England holds it down good because they still got kings and queens, and like they're still having. Well, okay, and part of that's because for tourists, like if you changed it, it would ruin that, right?
Tradition is a big part too. I think customs are a big important.
Yeah, but
part.
people hate the royals, though. You know what I mean? Like if it weren't for the amount of revenue it brings in, those people would be gone. I mean, somehow they'd find a way to get rid of him, right? Even though doesn't the queen or the king technically own England, the land?
Probably. I don't know. That's fucked off.
Right?
Right?
Yeah.
God dang, son. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Man, I just saw the fucking leaders of. Fuck, dude. Romania.
Yeah.
Get overthrown and executed.
What?
Firing squad.
Like lately?
No, I think this was back in the 80s or 90s, maybe even the 70s.
Oh, okay. All right.
But
I think
they
I know.
came for him.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Dude was giving a speech, and there was like a protest outside, but loudspeakers were pumping in like cheering, it like all this fucking crazy propaganda shit, but people were pissed and they fucking came for him. The police came for him, and it's so weird to see in that moment whenever he went from having all power to no power. And it didn't matter what he said, they were taking him.
Bro, Gaddafi, same shit.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
I mean, I guess there's a lot. Anytime you're getting overthrown, like that's a wild business because, like you said, power to none, and they're just taking you. Bruh, that's so freaky.
It is freaky, man. 'Cause you realize it's just fucking words.
Well, you had to have done some ill shit, though, right? Like if you're, well, okay, except for Gaddafi, maybe. Well, no, he did do ill shit. Like 100%, he did.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
but-
all did ill shit.
But that's what I mean, though, in a way. Like, how bad was it? Because there's a lot of people who they didn't overthrow that did worse things. I'm sure.
Man, Jesus.
What?
He didn't. No, Jesus didn't do worse things.
I was gonna sound like
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus didn't do nothing. And they overthrew him.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King. There's a bunch who didn't do anything, and there's a bunch who did worse. It's power, and people
Mhm.
get scared of it.
Well, people with bigger power come for you. You know. Also, like there's both of them. There's both options, right? Like either people with bigger power coming to get you, so like some other country or something like that, or some bigger power sends assassins to get you, or your own people. You know, that's why they give us all our shiny shit, because they don't want us to eat the rich. They don't want the government here. Like, there's plans. They have so many plans for people overthrowing their government. You wonder, like, why should we trust the government if you don't trust us? If you don't trust that we're going to fulfill our end of the bargain as citizens, why should we trust that you'll fulfill your end of the bargain as the government? You know, because I don't have plans to overthrow the government, but they got plans to overthrow me. If some shit goes down.
That's fucked. Dang. Are you ready to call it?
What time is it?
10:52.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hell yeah, man.
Alright.
All right, brother. All right. Till next time.
Bye, peace.